Hello, good morning students. Hope everything is fine. Today I am going to discuss our chapter, that is Introduction to Web 2.0 Education Tools. So what we are going to learn in this chapter, that are, first I will tell Introduction to World Wide Web, Introduction to Web 2.0, Elements of 2.0, difference between 1.0 with respect to 2.0, and many more things. Lastly, we have social media networking, advantage, disadvantage, and lastly Web 3.0 introduction. So all of us already heard about World Wide Web. World Wide Web, or in short we can say WWW. Just I will give some introduction of World Wide Web. Introduction to World Wide Web, also abbreviated as WWW. It is an information space where documents and other web related resources are identified by URL, Uniform Resource Locator, interlinked by hyperlinks and accessed by internet. We know that our web address is hyperlinked and we can access via internet. In other words, it is a way of exchanging information between computer on the internet. So it's a exchanging of information between computer on the internet. Now Web 2.0, it is the second stage of development of the internet. The main characteristics are the change from static web page to dynamic web page. Web 2.0 is the current stage of online technology. As compared to the earlier days, the web, it is characterized by the greater user interactivity and collaboration, more pervasive network connectivity, and enhanced communication channel. So what is the difference between the Web 2.0 and traditional World Wide Web? That is 1.0. It is greater collaboration among internet user, content provider, and enterprise. So what is the main significance difference is that greater collaboration among the internet users, content provider, and enterprise. Okay, now who is the inventor of the World Wide Web? All we know already, still I am saying. Sir Tim Berners-Lee is a computer scientist, best known as inventor of World Wide Web. He wrote the first web client and server in 1990. His specifications of URL, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, were refined as web technology spread. So said Tim Berners-Lee, who was a computer scientist. He was best known as the inventor of World Wide Web. Nowadays, websites enable community-based input, interaction, content sharing, and collaboration. The types of social media sites and applications include forums, social networking, social book marketing, social wikis. So these are we have already seen the networking sites. You have already very much familiar with that. Few of them are also very much familiar. Now what are the file properties? It has wikis, websites that enable user to contribute, collaborate, and edit the site content. Next is the increasing popularity of software as a service. This is most important. The increasing popularity of software as a service, web apps, and cloud computing rather than locally installed program and services. Mobile computing is a trend. We have seen already. It is a trend nowadays. Then mashups, web pages or applications that integrate complementary elements from two or more sources. Then social networking, we are very much familiar with that. Social networking sites including Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+. Collaboration collaborative efforts based on the ability to reach large number of participants and their collective resources, such as this crowdsourced testing. Then we have user generated content, UGC, writing, images, audio and video content among other possibilities made freely available online by the individual who create it. So these are the file properties. Another file property is there. Now I'll explain this also. So these are the file properties, which is the increased population of software as a service. This is the most important. Mobile computing is a trend nowadays towards the user connecting wherever they want. Mashups, web pages or applications that integrate complementary elements from two or more sources. Social networking sites including Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+. Collaborative effort, user generated content, that is for example writing, image, audio, video content among other possibilities made freely available online by the individual who created it. Also we have unified communications. Unified communication is a business and marketing concept describing the integration of enterprise communication service such as instant messaging, presence information, voice, mobile feature, audio, web and video conferencing, fixed mobile convergence, desktop sharing, data sharing, call control, speech recognition with no real-time communication service such as unified messaging. Okay, so these are the file properties has. Now if we come to the comparison between Web 1.0 and Web 2.0, there are many comparisons are there. I will tell just some of them. One of them is major difference seen between two is in the flow of information. It is important, flow of information, as there is a strict structure in Web 1.0, whereas Webmaster determines uploaded information on their sites, which are then viewed or downloaded by end user. Every single control over the content lies with the webmaster, but in Web 2.0 control over the content is shifted towards the user. That is the major difference between Web 1.0 and 2.0, that is the flow of information. Social sites like Facebook, MySpace, Orkut are examples of these. So nowadays we have seen this kind of facility. Next we have content classification of Web 2.0. Web 2.0 can be described in three parts. One is rich internet application, second is web oriented architecture, and this social web defines how the website tends to interact with the end user. That are the contents. These contents describes the Web 2.0 in three parts: rich internet applications, web oriented architecture, and how website tend to interact with the end user. Next is feature and techniques of Web 2.0. This technique is referred to as SLATS, slides. It stands for search, S link to other website, authoring, tags, extensions, signals. So S for search, L for link to other websites, A for authoring, T for tags, E for extensions, S for signals. So it has few examples also. I'll tell the examples now. Few examples of extensions are Adobe Reader, Silverlight, Active, QuickTime, and Windows Media. We are already using it. Advantages of 2.0 and disadvantages of 2.0. It has some advantages also and some disadvantages also. First we come to the advantages. Availability at any time and place, that is very important. Variety of media, ease of use, involvement of the learner in knowledge buildings, can create dynamic learning community, user friendly. Updates in wiki are immediate, and it offers more resources for researchers, provides real-time discussion. Blog and Google are the most important addition for any student. Also, by the time, it has some disadvantages also. Information overload, which creates confusion for the readers and affects the quality, reliability of the content. Freedom to post views and comments provides good opportunities for the competitors to give negative comments on other companies. Too many fake IDs and spam emails messages, that is the most important disadvantage. Breach in privacy and security of individuals. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages of Web 2.0. Now, social media marketing. One of the biggest and significant result of 2.0 is the social network marketing. We are using the social networking marketing also. The top website like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, MySpace, YouTube, Instagram are included in this domain. This serves as a boon because networking is one of the essential needs of the present world. Yes. Okay. So we have already seen this feature because social networking marketing plays an important role here, and for that the most important thing is that networking is the essential need of the present world. Okay, so as any Web 2.0 tool has its advantages and disadvantages, even social media marketing does. Okay, now advantages: creates a strong network and increase the number of virtual or real friends. There is a high exchange of knowledge because of more interactions. People tend to build up relationships. And what are the disadvantages? People are very much dependent on internet for networking purpose. Lot of time is wasted. There is a huge increase in the number of frauds and hackers. This is the most important disadvantages. Now we are going in a phase of introduction to Web 3.0. It is predicted that Web 3.0 will change how the web will make people's online lives easier and more intuitive with the addition of smart applications and better search function, integration of artificial intelligence, AI, that is the most important, artificial intelligence, AI, robotics, which understand content rather than simply comparing keywords would also be an added feature. So artificial intelligence is said to be a boon. Many robots have been developed using AI. The latest robot is Sophia. Most of you already knew that it is a social humanoid developed by a Hong Kong based company, Hanson Robotics. So students, this is the explanation of the chapter. For our first PDF, I have sent the summary of the chapter. Please go through the chapter very well. It is one of the updated and important chapter for our knowledge in computer. So please go through the chapter well. If you have any doubt, any query, please inform me. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.